Welcome to the OFX Podcast. I'm Dave Claxton. Along with me, as always, is the draft dodging diva, Bethany McChesney, which I don't know if we've used that one before, but whatever. It's good. And El Presidente of DEKA himself, Yancy Culp. And today we are getting we're going to get right into it, We're doing our annual DEKA World Championship draft. The way we work it, we're doing snake draft, up and down, and the athletes' scores from their fit, their mile, and their strong all count. All just for the elites. No relays because, well, we just couldn't do the math. Well, we could, but it was a lot of math. And no ruck because nobody likes me and wouldn't let me be in the elite weight like that. Do you notice that? We're not using the ruck because I'm in it. And they're not streaming. OCR report is not streaming the ruck because I'm in it. They're just all out to get me.
Yeah,
Just mean. It's
that's the
bullying.
only reason it was left out.
It's bullying. Absolute bullying. All right. I don't remember who went first last year. All right. I picked a number. So I didn't get to go first then.
I picked a number you guys picked. Whatever.
Okay. Riley, we're doing it with the pick a number thing. Riley's going to pick a number between 1 and 10.
Okay.
The closest one goes first. Okay, Riley, you have your number. All right. Beth, what number you got?
Between 1 and 10?
Yep.
7.
7. Yance, what number?
Oh, we're gonna go with 2.
2. All right. Well, what'd you say, Beth?
7.
7. All right. I'm going to go right in the middle. 5.
It's 3.
3. There we go. All right, Yancy, and then next
Bam!
You.
me.
Got him, all
All right. So Yancy gets the top one. I'm number 2, and Beth's number 3. So, and just so you know, Bethany's sick. Yancy's unprepared.
Yeah, let's be honest. Let's tell the listeners. I left these two hanging for 15 minutes. I get a message from Dave that says, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, my mind is like, "Oh wait, what happened? Somebody blow us up on social media or something? Let me go check." He's like, "No, dude, the link. Get on. It's podcast time." So I had to go do some scrambling, print up some reports, and here we're starting 19 and a half minutes late.
It is consistency, though. You've done this every year, so it works perfect.
Have I ever finished above third place?
No, you're really consistent. I like your odds, but you got the first pick this year.
Yeah.
You got a good shot at it. You're ready to go here. And like I say, Bethany's sick. It's just this is the time to do it. Time to strike.
I don't think sick during the draft. That means you've had more time to like sit at home and scramble this stuff out in your brain. So
No, I think one of the
advantage.
reasons I'm sick is that I had a hockey tournament and a dance recital all in the same weekend. I'm
Mhm.
driving around all over Southern Ontario.
But you're good to get it out of the way now, so you'll be fine for the weekend.
Exactly. I'll be good to go.
Sorry, the dogs are going crazy, but I'm coming out of the gate hot with a little Tara Jackson.
Yeah. I think the consensus would be good old Tara Jackson.
Liking this pick.
So let's see. Tara, as far as I can know, she is seated number 1 for strong, number 1 for mile, and probably number
3
for fit.
fit.
Like she is legit. And again, the only woman, actually the only person to ever win all 3. Not in the same year, but the only person to ever win all 3.
Mm-hmm. Great point. Yes, let's see her. She took a second and a first, a second, a first, and a second 1 year.
First to third.
That's right. Ryland has the best of all time with the first, and he had a first, and second last year, didn't
First, second last year, yeah.
he? Yeah. That's the best performance of all time. So Tara has a chance to take down Ryland this year.
Kent, I think, wasn't far off in his first year too. Wasn't he a first?
No, that's very true. He was a second, first, and a first.
Yeah.
That's
So
right. He's matched. He matched Shadag from last year.
yeah. So that's solid. And I'm second, am I?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is hard because I always wanted to go first here, but I'm gonna go with ooh, I'm going with Katie Duke.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Katie Duke in all three.
All
Um,
three.
very, very good looking mile time,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
well-rounded athlete, I think, and she's had a good year this year. Um, yeah, it'll just come down to if, what it's like on that day, if the course suits her, how it goes. Because I mean, these courses are going to be different for a lot of them when some of them for the strong and the mile can be very different from when you're qualified on.
Dude, I think if you were to tag top three athletes with the most untapped, like we haven't seen
Mhm.
all of this athlete yet, it's Katie, man. Within the next year or two, you're going to see her. She's such a great athlete. She attacks the course like Lauren. She just like murders the course. You know what I mean? You ever watch her run?
Yeah.
It's like freaking Dick Buckus linebacker out there at 100 and nothing.
All
Pretty impressive.
right, Beth, you get two picks here.
All right. I'm going to take Rylan.
Oh, you can't go wrong with that.
Also, all three. Um,
No, Ryland's not in the fit.
he's
I
not.
would. I still think it's a good pick, but
Yeah, yeah, still a solid pick, but he's not in the fit.
he just so everybody knows. I would have done the same thing. He tried to get in, but he did not race fit this year, so we couldn't let him in.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
he had the health issues through the year, so by the time it came down to he had ran out of time to try to qualify.
oh,
You
okay.
got a good shot at 30 points there, though.
Yeah.
Still a good pick.
Um, and then I'm going to take Lauren Weeks, my girl Lauren, who's racing the fit. Not in all three, but I'm going to take Lauren.
You can take Lauren just on sheer personality,
Just
Mhm.
because I love her.
just because she's Lauren. It's
Yeah,
like it's a privilege to have Lauren on your squad because she is Lauren Weeks.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you make Anthony happy anyway. All right. So for my pick, and I'm really content with this one, and I think this is where I'm going to win it right here. Colin Stiefer.
I'd freaking do it. Damn it.
Colin Stiefer, an absolute animal in all three, and a threat to podium in every event. He's an absolute monster on the machines, and his
He
running
is. He
constantly
definitely is.
improved. And again, another person who you could pick just on personality.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's going to seem anybody we don't say that about is a jerk,
I
so I'm
know.
not going to say
I
that
know.
anymore. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Taryn's going to come at you, Tara, because you didn't say that about her.
well, no, Tara's mean. If you've ever been coached or teamed up with Tara, she's mean. But we love her. She's great. She's on my and this is a very little known thing. She's on my top 5 favorite Americans list.
Okay.
All
Here.
right, so Yancey's up and he's got 2 picks.
Two picks. We're gonna come out. Where was he? Where was he? Telling you, you guys would laugh. You would laugh at my mess over here. Coming in hot with little Grayson Kilgore.
Oh, not bad pick at all. Grayson's had a heck of a year.
Yes, he has.
Him and Katie too, like just working together and doing teams, and they would be actually even more deadly if we brought the teams into this too, because they've done a lot of good work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Um,
he's super solid. And like, what is he? Number 2 seed for both fit and mile.
Yeah.
Surprised. Not in the strong. At least not that I could see Yancey, unless there's a correction on that. But
What's that?
correct, Grayson, not in the strong this year,
No.
which took me by surprise a little bit.
Yeah, you never know when I have to pull up the report, but I can almost guarantee sometimes they're making a judgment call on the teams.
That's what I thought it was too, because he could be running 2 teams that day.
Yeah, I was wondering.
You mean he's
Uh,
not racing the strong?
No,
no,
He's ranked second in it.
yeah, no, he's ranked second, I think, at every one.
Oh,
got to be. Probably with Katie, probably trying to win teams with Katie would be my guess. But
Hmm.
yep, at least he's not on our report, not on Jack's report,
No, no.
not on YouTube guys' report. Um, man, I'm gonna go out on a limb here, I think. Hmm. Check one more thing. I am going to go. Mm, mm.
I'm writing it down.
One more number here real quick.
The math skills are abundantly. Beth, are you going to make up for your mistake and pick yourself this year? Because last year, that's what cost you.
Well, I'm not racing as many uh elite races, so no.
I'll tell you what, we'll just talk about it before I make the pick. The Brooklyn Chelsea pick is so freaking close. Their times
Mm.
are right on top of each other in strong a mile. That's where I'm struggling right now. I could go US versus Canada, even though I'm kind of a 50-50 mutt here. I'm a dual citizen. So I'm good either way. But I think, gosh, mm, we're going with you, Brooklyn.
Ooh. Brooklyn, Ultra DEKA winner
Hmm.
Yeah, how about that? You talk about
last year Triple Crown in age group.
who would have thought she would have taken down Lauren Rantala? That's pretty freaking impressive.
Yeah, she did amazing.
And
Um,
you know damn good and well she's going to dominate Atlas. She's going to do well
she's
at
going to be
Atlas.
great. She's going to be fantastic.
Hmm.
I mean, cool. There's an argument there that she could be the most well-rounded coming out of the gate the next year from A to Z, pretty damn well-rounded. What she did with the Ultra, you know she's going to be good in Atlas.
Yeah.
She's a rock star. Okay.
Well, I can think of someone else that is good, and I'm not going to pick them right now, so I hate to say the name. Maybe I'll bring it. I'm going to bring it up later. I'm going to bring it up later.
Just
Yeah,
wait.
yeah, yeah,
What?
yeah.
I
I
gotta
know
hide
exactly
it.
what
I
you're
gotta
going to say.
hide it. So I'm going to go with the pick now.
Send here. No, you don't.
Is it my turn?
Go ahead.
All right, all
Yeah.
right. My turn here. I am going with Cole Walkington.
Good call.
Cole Walkington, I watched him in Fort Wayne. He is an absolute monster, and he's in all three races.
Hmm.
That mile, I got a feeling you're going to see really good things out of him in that mile. So, and he's bringing the whole family. He will have the entire cheering squad with him. He'll have tons of support. I think Cole Walkington is going to be a fantastic pick. He's
He's
going to give me
sitting,
lots of points.
he's sitting 5
Yeah,
in strong, 3rd and 5th. It's a good pick, brother.
yeah, yeah.
Way down there in wait no way, way down in fit, but I mean he's gonna score a freaking point unless
Some
he.
guys are going to go out too hot. They're going to blow up. Cole is going to pick up all the pieces right there. He's going to slide in. He's going to outkick his coverage. I guarantee that.
This will be a good one. Let's make a note. This is like one of those make it or break it times. Who ends up scoring more points? Brooklyn with 2 races or Cole with 3?
That'll be tough. That'll be tough.
That'll be tough.
Well, but Brooklyn is also racing a ruck.
Yeah, the rucks don't count.
Doesn't
I
mean
know,
much.
but I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and
That's
Brooklyn,
why she's not in all of them.
yeah, if we want to talk about sheer dominance,
Yeah.
Brooklyn in the ruck is amazing.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Even better than my ruck. Slightly, a little, just a little. All right, Beth, you are up
Me.
with 2 picks.
Well, I'm going to take Kevin Gregory.
Never heard of him.
Good call.
We have the #1 seed in the strong, previous world champ.
Breaker of
And
chains.
what's that?
Breaker of chains.
Breaker
Mhm.
of bike chains.
Let's
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't jinx this on me. We don't need any of that.
No.
If it does, make it happen at 490 meters like it did last year.
Yeah. And so in the strong and the mile, Kevin Gregory. It's my pick.
He he's just so dialed in for that strong. Yeah. And again, a guy that is, I'm not going to say he's a great personality, even though he is. I'm going to say he's just such a great representative of the sport.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely an ambassador for.
Oh, yeah. So you got another one?
I'm gonna pick Heather just because
I wanted to pick Heather.
Heather is going to podium in the strong.
Also,
Um,
Also in my top 5 of favorite Americans.
Me too.
True
Oh,
story.
so
It
you
took
didn't
me,
say that
true
about Tara.
story.
Now you're in trouble, and Lauren.
I know you guys are you're serious when you say that. It took me a year to realize she wasn't Canadian because I just saw the Canadians loving on her so much. I thought
You've never heard her accent?
I did, there was a while when she even felt Canadian to me. I don't know why.
It's
I
just a
agree.
different
Yeah,
kind of Newfoundland accent is what she's got going on.
you're
It's
right.
yeah, yeah.
Because I have to pick Heather because Heather needs to be on my team. But
Mhm.
Heather's also going to podium in the strong.
Yeah. I'm backing you. I got Heather on my podium for strong as well. And I totally think she can get it. All right, so it's me. I'm up, right?
Yes, sir.
By
Yes.
the way, and let's Heather, back to back fit champion in the relay. So like again, just we're
And
talking
world record holder.
world record holder. We're talking pedigree.
Yeah.
Hmm
And she has,
Also,
go ahead.
smash the Ultra and will
Yes,
smash Atlas. Very well-rounded
right. That's
athlete.
right. And has beat Rich Froning.
Great, great point. Great point. If we have any type of DEKA decathlon teams, Heather and Brooklyn.
Hmm
See, this is how tell me right now because she knows exactly how my brain is thinking. I will leave this podcast will end, and I will spend an hour thinking about DEKA decathlon, whatever. It probably won't hit until 2027 for everybody out there listening, but just know that there's about 97 additional ideas going on up in here. And one day, just hang around for long enough, and they will all come to fruition.
All right, here we go. I'm taking our buddy, our friend, and the woman that Yancy did not take,
Go ahead,
Kelsey Grant.
mark her off the list.
So,
Yes, that's right. Chelsea Grant coming out of age group into the elite and is going to turn some heads, make some noise. Former hockey player, former rugby player, tough as nails, some of the best burpees in the game. She's going to smash it.
And when you're just thinking outside the box, I just like her look. I like the hair. I like the tattoos. I just like, I want to be friends with you. Let's go hang out and have a beer or something. I just like it. You know what I mean? She's got the look. Just
mm,
So
takes off and kicks people's ass.
she was on our podcast we just put out today, and she said when we were talking, she's like, she's a fan of Daniel Brandon. And I'm like, I see this. There's a very
uh-huh.
much a cohesiveness there. It makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense. I think Daniel Brandon should be a fan of her. All right, you're up.
And one of the sweetest people in the game, too.
Oh, she's
And Chelsea
fantastic.
Grant last year, she made it her goal to be on each of the three elite start lines, and she made it happen. So
Well,
kudos
and
to
yeah. And shout out to Mike too. We love you too, Mike.
her. Her hubby.
Who is competing this year as well
Yes.
against me. I'm gonna smash him.
Hmm.
We love you, but Dave's
I'm
gonna
gonna
smash
smash you totally.
you.
All right, so Yancey's up for a couple of picks.
Yeah. Sammy, come here.
Oh, he's
Sammy,
enlisting help.
I got my dogs. She wants a treat.
You've chosen a lot of CKs.
Oh.
Fallen.
That's my plan.
See her.
Okay, we're gonna go with the little Mark Bolzen.
Oh, Mark Polson. Representing the
Doing
old
it for the
guard.
40, doing it for the 40 plusers.
What is he like? I think he's 43 this year, I think.
Yeah.
And looking fit as ever.
Yes, yes.
Again, another guy who what did he not
Is
get?
he nice?
He's no, he's mean. He's horribly mean. Not a nice man at all. No, didn't he get one of the red Rams from the Ultra?
Yes. Three guys. He came in like a minute and a half, 2 minutes under that would I still like those marks. I think the marks are good. Brooklyn barely got it.
Yeah.
Two of the guys barely got it, and Dylan just kind of blew that out of the freaking water.
Miss Dylan.
Out of the gate. I was not expecting it to be vaporized that bad. That was pretty damn impressive. Um, I've got one more pick, don't I?
Yep. You can just see the thought process.
We're going with hmm.
You can
I
tell
gotta
how
go.
much
I gotta go for the big points here.
All right,
I
the
gotta
big
go for the
score.
guaranteed big points. Damn it. Dylan Scott.
Oh, there it is. If you didn't do it, I was gonna.
Yeah, it's
And let's be straight up. The only reason Dylan is still around now is because he's only racing in the one race. Because I mean, he is.
You mean the only reason he's picked in the
yeah,
sixth?
Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Only reason, yeah, because
Yeah.
he's only racing in one race, but Dylan is just on fire.
Hmm.
And again, I'm sure many others picked to win the fit.
Another one of our yeah. If you were picking the who was your favorite person to have there on race day, you're picking your top five. He's going to be in there, dude. Love that guy. He's such a salt of the earth. It's like the definition of salt of the earth. Like Dylan, Bethany, Chelsea, Heather. We could just go our like we could pick 20. Just bam, bam, bam. We could throw Dave in there.
Thanks.
Oh, you got to throw some head referees in there.
Oh yeah, I mean Dylan's great. He's gonna show up and he's gonna put out an amazing effort. And like I said, I say the definitive favorite in that race.
Mm-hmm.
All right, all right. It's back to me here.
You know, real quick while you're thinking, we lost Isaac, but
Yeah,
we had the 15 men came from the top 16.
yeah.
It's still crazy strong, but that was going to be it still is. That was stacked up to be just an amazing heat.
All right, all right. I am going with a person whose name I cannot pronounce, but apparently it suits with the rhythm I've been going in there. Kayla, Sit how do you say her last name? Kayla.
Citadano?
Yes, Citadino. Anybody?
That's a good. She's
Bueller?
sitting right about mid pack in both. She's got a top
Yeah.
five in
Yep.
top five and strong.
I think she's going to do really well.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, almost everybody I have drafted so far has a K or a C in their initials. Everybody I've drafted has K or C in their initials, so I am right on par for the course here. This was the plan.
Remind me how deep we're going. How many players?
6 rounds.
Okay,
So you'll have one more pick.
One more pick.
Okay.
Or another seat?
Oh God, I'll have to dig deep. So Bethany's up for 2 picks.
Okay. I'm super biased towards the fit. So I'm gonna pick Catherine Fassbender. That's
Oh,
not how you say her name, but that's how I say her name, I'm sure.
Bossbunder.
Yeah.
I pronounce it even when I'm around her. I pronounce it fast.
So that's
Yeah.
how I say it.
She's not gonna
Fassbender.
mind. She's never gonna mind that.
Nope.
No, if I had her last name, I would just say it that way too, Fassbender. So
The only
Catherine
thing,
Fassbender.
the only thing I would say about her is I just want to see more of her. I want to see
I
her do
know,
more
yeah.
stuff.
Another salt of the earth, amazing human.
Yeah. In her qualifying time in Philly, she basically time trialed it
Yeah.
because she didn't it was her first one ever, and she wasn't someone who said that she was gonna throw herself out there and ask to be in the first heat because she didn't really know.
Yeah.
And again, like super humble of her, and so she time trialed it in the second wave and ended up winning it, time trialing it in Philly. And yeah, so this will be her second DEKA fit ever, and I think she's just going to smash it. So she comes a little bit more from the high rocks background, racing doubles. So I'm excited to see her go at it with Lauren and some of the other girls and Tara in the fit. So picking
Agreed.
her for a podium there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good pick. You got one more.
Oh yes, and again because I'm biased towards the fit, I'm going to pick Nick Riker.
Atta boy. Good old Nikki Riker.
Yeah.
Mama Riker's favorite for person. Yeah,
Yeah, and I mean Nick does really well in the fit, so and he's coming in as the third seed for this one here, so
you're
I think that
guaranteed consistency with Nick.
yes.
You know he may not win, but he's not going to give you a bad race.
Hmm.
He's going to turn out and he's going to do well. He's just, so smooth. And in the beginning of his career, he went out way too hot and would blow up, and he figured that out. And now that is a thing of the past, and he just always puts in a good race.
You know, you see the tape on his rib. He's got a floating rib that he has to deal with.
Yeah,
Like just in a moment's notice can shut him down where he's like almost crippled. It doesn't happen quite as much as used to, but yeah, he's got a weird little rib issue that he deals with.
Mhm.
all right. So this is my last pick.
Hmm.
And now I'm going to say that the person who I wanted to pick, who I was going to mention earlier, who has this great range, that's Janelle Teal.
Damn
Mhm.
it, that was my pick. She's in
Yeah.
all three, brother.
In all three, and we saw it last year. She's got the capability to really jump up there. What was she? Third place at the Ultra, and we
She
all
Yep.
know
just keeps
she's
chipping away and getting better and better
super
every year.
strong. Yeah, and I've been just watching her and talking with her. I was hoping she'd hang around, and yeah, there, Janelle
She's
Teal.
also someone who flies under the radar a lot. And
Yeah,
this is, I love people like this too. And I remember at the Ultra, she kind of had her own little corner set up and, no real pit crew and stuff. And yeah, just and ended up podiuming in that Ultra and just, she's a mom of twins and she's always there and always consistently performing. Yeah.
and
I know she's mom of twins. That's awesome.
if you
Hmm.
talk to her, she's got just such a mind.
Yeah.
There's certain people I talk to, like I think of her and Tara and Dylan, that just
Yeah.
have such a mind for it.
Well, and she's military background too.
Yeah, yeah. And I did learn apparently her husband used to play for in the NFL.
Oh my gosh,
Really?
Yeah, he played for the Carolina Panthers.
those kids are going to be just more NFL players if their boys are.
No, they're little
They're
they're
girls.
girls. They're little
Oh, that's
girls.
right.
Yeah.
Twin girls, no boys. They're going to be freaking. We'll see them in the WNBA, rugby.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Love that.
Mhm.
That'd be cool. They could follow the example of what Ayana Mayer, is that her name?
Oh yeah, I own the Maria.
Yeah. They could follow right in line with that. But yeah, Janelle Teal, my final pick. Away from my season Ks, but well worth it.
Man, we got to fix. We gotta come up with something magical here,
This is
Yancy.
it. You need your Hail Mary. This is it.
Hmm.
Deep and dark. He's digging deep in here. This is where you get the good pick. Beth, I'm just looking to see who I would pick if I was him.
Yeah.
That Bethany McChesney's still on the board. Just
15th
saying.
seed in the mile.
I get a kick out of Rise. That was like a real deep belly laugh right
Yeah.
there.
I
Every now,
love that you found
Okay.
that so humorous.
every now and again, I amuse her.
We, I think we may have, mm, 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 mm. May have found a home run here. I'm gonna murder the name.
Oh, I think I know who you're going with.
Golovakina.
Yeah. And I wouldn't even attempt it.
Golovakina from Miami, Florida.
Wolvakina is her last name. What's the
I
first
wonder if
name?
she's. I wonder if she's uh where she's originally from with that last name. You never
What's
know.
her first name? Keen?
It's Ksenia. I can't really pronounce.
Ksenia.
So on Strong, she registered KSEN.
Virginia.
On
Yeah.
Mile, she registered KSENIA.
There you go. Riley has pronounced it Ksenia because she knew a girl with that name.
Expression.
And apparently it's a Russian name.
I love, man, I kind
She's
of
got,
slipped in with that one. I feel like she's sitting number three.
yeah, she was one I was looking at. Yeah.
Wow. Man, oh man.
Yeah, she got a great mile time.
I'll tell you somebody that it was hard for me to, I may kick myself. Raquel could sneak
Yeah,
in and win the
I
DEKA
was
Draft.
gonna say that might have been my next
that
pick
that was
too.
going to be
A lot
my
of people don't
Yeah.
realize she has held world freaking records on the erg. If you look at her concept two numbers, it is earth shattering and amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
She
Yancy
is,
said it. She is a cyborg.
yeah, yeah. She's awesome.
Yeah, she was. I was really wavering between her and Janelle, and the only reason I went with Janelle is because Janelle is just in more races, and so there's more
Yeah,
potential there.
you could
Yeah.
get 3, 8, 9, 10 places out of that.
But
Today.
I got Raquel on my podium for strong all the way.
Yep. I hope that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel, not too long ago, I don't know what the hell I was doing. Forgot we had even done this. I feel pretty good about this, ladies and gentlemen. This could be the first year that I slip out of third place.
No, no, no. Maybe if you'd picked Beth, but you let her go by.
Stop. I'm just joking.
How many races do you have, Beth?
No,
I know the one individual. How many teams?
well, three
Three.
teams. Me and
Oh,
Heather are
3 teams.
doing all three teams together. We didn't, and the teams was not part of this.
Yes. I had thought, like I said, I said we could add the teams at a half point for your team position,
Did
but
we add teams last year? Is that
no, we did
why?
not. No, we did not.
Mm-mm.
I
We
thought we did.
no, we've talked
Oh,
about it before, but
oh,
we've never
okay.
done it because it is a little extra math and
We're not
well,
good at math.
We don't have Jack that
the
way.
preparation is tough
Mhm.
for us.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if Robin sent them out yet. We kicked out the images for we announced we're doing 5 podiums each day
Mhm.
in the exact same order each day. They'll just be the times will be a little off because the mile day is an hour or two shorter than the fit day, and the strong day is an hour or two shorter than the mile day. But
That's kind of
five
good
five
because those
podiums
days
each
do go
day.
long. They add up.
Oh,
But
that
like that it kind of shortens out.
Friday night's a late night.
Yeah. All right. Anything that we want to talk about that we can expect this year that's a little bit different or anything like that?
It's fun.
We are got a bunch more. I don't know if everybody's seen yet. We've got a bunch of DecaFit Ultras, and they're selling really well. Day 2 events
You
for
had what, 5 next year?
yeah, 5 with Austin. We kind of flipped the schedule a little bit. They're renovating the Austin venue, so we're using a different venue about 2 minutes from that one, and it's going to be the final event of the season. 2-day DecaFit on Saturday, DecaFit Ultra on Sunday,
So
and
you,
that will be the DecaFit Ultra World Cup, the Austin event.
I am actually considering doing an ultra next year.
Let's go.
No, you're not.
I am. I
No,
am.
don't.
I how you doubt me?
Mhm.
Just so I can do it being wearing a kilt.
She is like Jamie. If you've ever watched a Joe Rogan podcast, she's Jamie.
I've never watched it, but she
Back there, making the only person that's
oh,
making it all happen for you, but she's off screen.
do you know how many times I tried to buy her a microphone? She's like, no. But yeah, I actually I'm considering it. I'd like to do it, and I'd like to do it in my kilt, go out there and have a bit of a war. Slowly but surely, just peg away at it. I mean, it's not what I trained for, but it would be fun to knock one out.
You'd like it.
Just to get under the
I
time,
hope so.
just to get under the time cap. That's what I'd be going for.
No.
The time cap or the 320?
No, the time cap,
Oh, you'd be fine.
not the 320. The
Three.
320, that's
So
insanity.
the elite time cap. You're talking about the
Five.
overall time cap.
I don't know. Just
What's that?
nobody pulling me off the course. That's all I need. The
You
elite
won't
time
get the
cap was
shepherd's
like
hook. I
5 hours
promise
a
Oh,
you
month.
that.
Dave, you'd be fine.
Yeah, I'll just
We basically had 100% completion,
yeah.
which played a big role with the way that it was designed. I've been doing the Spartan thing forever, and I've seen 80% of the ultra people get pulled off the course always,
Mhm.
and they never get that buckle. Well, if you can just keep walking, you're gonna get this ultra buckle.
Mhm.
And
Um, let's see. We've got um the old controversial. I've had so much. It's been a wild ride this week, telling everybody over and over and over because I get the Instagram messages that
yeah,
the only rule we're implementing is zone 1. But I have been getting a lot of good thumbs up, Dave, with the line drawn through the body. Nothing but well, not 100%, but a lot of good feedback on that. Um, was anybody has that language been used in other event rule books? Have you seen it before?
no, not that I've
I like
seen.
it.
No, that was just something we came up with.
Hmm.
Just because like when we had discussed that the sometimes the lockout is not doable for some people, especially on the burpees with the elbows.
Hmm.
And I mean, to be perfectly honest, like I've watched so much CrossFit, and any time they get into high reps for speed, that's when we start seeing like, and if you want full lockouts, that's when we start seeing they're not getting it either. And
Yeah.
I'm seeing Tia Toomey like where she's got soft elbows. I mean, how many people in the CrossFit Open, the elite thing, got penalized from video review from soft hips and soft knees on their box step ups
Yeah.
and the head looking down, and I mean, how many times you watch CrossFit and seen sloppy deadlifts where the head looked down? And my point is that as soon as you have high reps at speed, lockout becomes very hard for people to hit, and it becomes a bit of a judging nightmare. So by giving so people are like, why don't you want that? Why do you want the gray area? I look at the gray area with the line as like a strike zone in baseball. And as the athlete, you think of yourself as a pitcher. If I want to make sure that's a strike, I'm going to put it right over the middle. So as an athlete, if you're going to want to make sure you're okay, you're going to go pretty much to full lockout. But if you
Hmm.
want to play around a little bit and leave it in the judge's hands, that's up to you. But you could, it's a bit on that strike zone. You're leaving it up to the judge. So it,
I think a good factor, will it be copied? Because I've fallen in love with the language. I bet you if I had a nickel for every time I've freezed an image on my phone
Mhm.
from an event and taken it over to my little app so I could draw a line through it, I could fill a mason jar because it really it checks a lot of boxes.
And
It's good language.
and a lot of people have been worried about it. Like some people are like, oh, this is different. And most people that I watch, a lot of people are already doing it. They're already up there. It's just a few people that this will be a bit of a change for, and they'll adapt quickly. Um, but yeah, so that'll be the thing. And people, the other thing that I hear from people is, will there be no reps? Will there be this? Will there be that? And I'm just going to tell you that I'm going to be walking around like the sword of Damocles dangling over everybody's head and just randomly, oh, there you go, you're done. No, the standards will be upheld. And we're not going to be calling no reps that don't deserve to be no reps. Nobody's going to be like that, but it's just this is the
No,
time
you
where
did a
you're
great
gonna,
job in Ocala, man. It was just a couple speeches went a long way towards, that was probably one of the best events we'd ever had. Um, just because of the way it was communicated to them out of the gate, which was awesome.
and we'll be
Um,
doing that again, as well as hopefully before the night doing a live stream. We'll do a tour and a
mhm.
walkthrough, and I'll go through the zones and what's expected, and basically what to do and what to the Donnie do's and don'ts of DEKA.
What is that? The Donnie
Yeah, that was
dude?
from The Simpsons. Donnie do's and don'ts.
Mm, you got me on that one, brother.
Yeah, oh, you gotta watch more
Mm,
Simpsons. Yeah,
I
well,
thought
we
that
call
was a
him Dave.
Canadian thing.
Hey, here you go. I'll be ego here. It's Dave's do's and don'ts of DEKA.
Days, do's, and don'ts of DACA.
Are we
Okay,
There you
reading
go.
the rule book?
We're
good
renaming
hashtag.
the rule book.
I'm gonna make a post before the week is up, and with that hashtag, brother.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But yeah, other than that, anything you want to say about the venue, Yancy, that people can look forward to or need to be aware of?
I think the only thing that will be a little unique, if you were that at Ocala a couple months ago, is if you were there, it's great. It's an amazing venue. They do a multi-million-dollar Christmas lighting affair, and they do it up. Um, First time I'll be seeing it, but there is about one third of the venue will be cordoned off will be draped off, and it will be tons of Christmas stuff behind it. So we'll have about two-thirds of the venue. So you got the big screens that kind of hang down at the call it the 50-yard line, and then the one side you have the massive screen. The other side it'll be just draped off, so you won't see the full venue. But I mean, it's more than enough space to put on all three events. We'll use the same setup. We've kind of proved that DEKA Mile setup is a lot of fun. It ends up being an 84-meter down and back because you're doing 9.5 total laps. So that's how we get you to exactly 1,600 meters. Strong will be set up the exact same, just right down the line. That worked out really good last year. Fit will be the exact same setup that everybody's used to, just shy of two full laps. Um, the I'm gonna go out and say so. If you remember Mile from last year, I think it's one of the most fun events I've ever watched in person. The Mile teams. DEKA Mile teams is one of the most, and Bethany was I'll never forget Bethany ping-ponging back to her rower. It was the greatest thing ever. It was such a fun event, and seeing you guys and girls run so freaking fast and those two sharp 180-degree turns. If there's an event that I'm going to probably look forward to every year more than the rest, it'll be the DEKA Mile teams, male, female, and co-ed. We get to see it 3 freaking times. That will be set up exactly the same. Mike Ryan, if you watch NFL football, Mike Ryan is the sideline reporter. He's the doctors, and he's a physical therapist and doctor, and he's a sideline reporter, and he reports on all the injuries. If you've ever watched an NFL game, you've heard Mike Ryan talk. Well, he loves DEKA. He told me last year, he's like, Yancy, that that is made ready for TV. DEKA Mile teams. If you just had a couple hours of that and invited in just a bunch of badass teams, knockdown, drag out, fast and furious, Bethany ping ponging back to her rower. It's so good, man. It's so good. So I'm really excited about that. So let's say let's cover that real quick. So that's my favorite event to watch, and I've only competed in it at gym events, but I love competing in in that one as well. What about you guys? What's your favorite event to watch, and what's your favorite event to compete in
All right,
of all of our
Beth,
offerings?
you're up first.
I mean, obviously I'm biased. I love the fit relay because, it takes good runners and it takes good, like solid station athletes to do really well at it. And, yeah, the fit
The
relay
team.
is just the
Okay.
teams to me is, such a good blend of having to be good at both things.
Yeah, yeah. I
What you
think
Dave?
for me, um, I enjoy the mile as far as participating in the relay mile. The one Beth and I did there last year was probably the most fun for me that I had.
Mhm.
It's the right amount of running for me. I think when you take into account the ergs and the bike, that it is the most even for like a kind of strength to running ratio. But as it sits, I'm much better at the strong than I am at those ones.
Mhm.
So if I had to do just one, it would be the strong. If I had to watch just one, it would be the mile. But yeah,
Atlas.
oh, the Atlas, yes, damn right.
Coming soon.
I'm
One
the
more fun question. I got one more fun.
the
I
Canadian the
found this
Canadian
in my
over
head.
45 record holder for Atlas.
Say that again. Well, Lauren went at 10:02, right?
Yes, yes.
Behind the scenes.
That's just
So the
lose.
true story, when we were finished developing DEKA Fit at the old abandoned Kmart in Denver, I said, okay, we got to bring in one of the best on planet Earth and have him test it out because I wanted that 30-minute to be our Roger Bannister mark. Ryan Kent came in and ran like a 29:56 or something. And I was like, okay, it's perfect. So to have somebody of Lauren Weeks' caliber, because we wanted
Yep.
10 to be that mark, Dave. You and I probably talked about it 100 times. Let's see what Lauren can do. And sure enough, you had that 10:02. So it's like, okay, it's right. Nobody's gonna come in and blow away Ryan Kent in the fit, and nobody's gonna come in and blow away Lauren Weeks. So anyway.
Yeah.
I got one more fun question. I debate this one all the time with people. We all love the fit, and we've all seen. Let's use the example of Ryan Kent and Rylan Shadag, or two that are coming.
Mhm.
A Nick Riker and let's say a
Dylan.
Colin Steifer,
Mhm.
two very similar athletes. So you got two badasses that are similar. Do you prefer a team like that, or do you prefer, let's say, some insane DECA strong athlete with an Olympic, let's say 5K runner? What team makeup do you think? Because the body of work, we've seen both sides of it. It's a coin toss who's going to freaking win. So if you're building your team, which way do you lean? The badass Olympic runner with the badass DECA strong person, or the two perfectly balanced hybrid guys?
I think I know which way Bethany goes. Do
Mhm.
you want to do, go ahead, Beth.
Um, well, yeah, I do go in the sense of, a badass strong and a badass because I find there's a lot of time and energy loss on transitions when you're splitting everything.
Mhm.
And obviously there's reward to it also when you can split everything. But I find the less you can transition, the smoother the race goes. And again,
Yes.
that's how we race and that's what's worked for us. But yeah, I mean that's my preference for the fit relay.
It's so interesting because the only time I've done fit like that is when Robin and I did the skate and I tackled all the zones. Like
Hmm.
I'm a 15-minute strong guy, and it's so insanely painful, but in this like dull pain the whole time.
Yeah.
I was amazed at how fun it was to get that break and attack each zone with a break. And then when I did it with Nick and we won Knoxville, that was the most painful thing I've ever done in my life. We divided everything, and that was like that is the my body went to hell and back over and over and over again. When you're dividing all the runs and all the zones, it was brutal. So doing
Yeah,
it the least
I think
painful way
that
to
way
do it
is
is the way Robin and I did it.
yeah, I think that way is just it's so intense for so long. And but I mean, before Heather and I took the record last year, that was the record. It was set that way. And for a time I was like, maybe that's the way. And
Hmm.
it could be again. But I think the way that we did it was just it was very smooth and we hit our paces and there wasn't that like massive intense outburst and then, short recovery. And so I don't know what will end up being the best in the end, but it's definitely what works for us.
I think
What do
it's
you think,
plain
Dave?
I think it's plain and simple, and I'm going to be right in the middle. It depends on your team. I mean, to me, you make the team that you want. I mean, I guess you can go out and scout and try to make a super team, but I think you need a team that has good chemistry that works together and works well, and then you got to build a strategy to suit that team. So I think every two people you put together, you have to individualize how you want that strategy to work, and that's where the fun of it is.
Yeah.
That it's
Well,
I
and
don't
Heather and I
think
even
yeah.
changed our race on the fly at Worlds last year.
Yeah, sometimes you got to call the audible, right? And switch things up.
Yeah, and you have to have people that are willing to be able to do that. She wasn't feeling something, and we kind of made a split second race decision, and things changed, and so
Yeah. So I think like obviously every team I've been on has been the yin and the yang as
Hmm.
opposed to the even split. And that's just because of the makeup of the kind of athlete I am. I can't, I'm not
Hmm.
capable of doing the even split thing. That doesn't work for me. So when I put a team together, obviously that's what I go for. So I personally prefer that way. And but I don't think there's a better way or a wrong way. I think it's just you have to make the best way for the team that you have.
Yeah. I love the strategies. We've seen it to where, everybody thought Dylan and Stank were going to be almost impossible to beat, and they were vulnerable. Stank blew up. He remember when he pulled the 118 on the rower,
Mhm.
118 or maybe 120. I can't remember. And he's like, I overhyped myself. I knew I could do that, so I wanted to show off. And he destroyed himself, and he was a little bit of a he was it was a little bit of a mess the rest of the event.
Yeah,
Uh,
Riley just said she passed him on the run.
Past that last run. I mean, and that's another key piece of this. If you take a person that's like a true zone guy or girl, think about that last 500 meters.
Mhm.
You just handicapped your badass Olympic level runner. They're handicapped because they're going to be back there jogging with you, you know, even if you did all of the, that's what I've seen it happen a couple times where they try to strategize to get the runner, the big burly guy or girl some rest so he or she can run well. So the little runner does all of the push pull. Well, that they're in there 40 seconds longer than they needed to be, but they run a little faster because they gave big man some rest. So it kind of washes itself out, if not to the negative.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta play with it. It takes
It's a
time,
fun. It's there.
a
practice.
I
strong
love that.
person has to be able to run.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
like Anthony and Lauren. Anthony's not a bad runner. He's an 18-minute 5K guy. He's scary when he's running that fast, a freaking big man.
yeah. He's got power. I'm disappointed they're not there as a team this year, but
Wait a second.
yeah.
I know they're both. Are you sure they're not there on the team? I thought
Yeah,
they were.
I just talked with Anthony just before this. So yeah, not 100% sure. Anthony couldn't make it. He wanted to, but there was just
Okay.
real life cost. But Lauren's obviously gonna be there.
That's that.
Yeah, so Beth, predictions? How are you doing this year? How many podiums?
Heather and I.
Yeah,
Well, we won a podium in all three.
win all three.
Podium in all three. I mean, winning all three would be like a dream come true, but we would like to podium in all three. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who's your biggest? Who are you pick? Who's your toughest competition in strong mile and fit on the female side?
Uh, I think I
Um,
know this one.
Bridget and her friend in the fit, and then
Um,
Marissa Pope and
Tara.
Tara in the mile.
Gosh, it's gonna be awesome.
And then the strong, there's a bunch of people.
Strong, you got Tara and Kayla together. You got
Yeah.
Amber and Chelsea together.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
it's gonna
I
be
don't
that
think that's a
good.
team.
Amber and Chelsea?
Is it? No,
Yeah,
I don't think that's a team.
I believe it is.
Okay.
I think so.
Oh, the way we divided them, we wanted as people to be able to race as many teams as they possibly could be on. I think we have a couple situations. We had a bunch of situations going in where we had opportunities for a mom or a dad to race with their kiddo, their mom or dad, and their husband or wife. There's multiple situations like that with the way it's laid out. There's probably nothing that makes me happier when we see those type of combinations all over the strong mile and fit teams leaderboard. When it's you're really maximizing those five age groups as one person. It's so fun. I can't remember who the name, but one person is in all five age groups himself with their
Oh,
four different partners. How freaking cool is that? I
that's
love that.
crazy.
It doesn't take much to geek me out.
Is that Kevin Gregory?
Yeah, Kevin. So just for yeah, so I looking at the list here. So yeah, you got in that strong, you got Michaela and Tara, um, Kyla and Olivia. There, yeah, you do have Allison Outlaw and Bethany Fellows. That's another sleeper team that could come up there. Amber and Chelsea, Karen Guidry and Marissa Pope can be another good team.
Dang. Wait, that's strong mile or fit you're looking
This
at.
is strong.
Strong.
Janelle Teal and Jordan Falcone. Like there's some good teams in that. That strong is going to be a blast.
What's fun about that, with that wave, they will literally all be on the same zones.
Oh
They
yeah,
can all get to 10 at this and be on 10 at the same time.
yeah. It's going to be a battle. That'll be, and it's
Mhm.
one of the reasons I like the strong too is those close finishes.
Mhm.
It's a lot of fun.
All right. I got to bust out of here, you
Yep,
rock.
I think we've done enough. Enough. Beth, you want to take us out?
Thanks so much, Yancy, and to everyone competing this weekend. Have an awesome weekend and all the best with your final race of the year.
Take
Thank
care,
you all so
everyone.
much for your freaking support. Everything you do to support us. Oh my God, we love you.
See you this
Love you
weekend.
to the moon and back. We don't exist without you. We'd be a hot mess. We